Okay, we're all set to go. So I think that everybody really got a lot out of the retreat. It was there was a lot, right? There was really a lot that happened. So I think it's important that we do a little bit of a check-in first before we start today. So does anyone want to jump in and say anything? No. Okay, so 1 minute, Yafa's getting on. So I just wanted to say that what was interesting for me was when we meditated. Okay, 1 minute. We're just doing a quick check-in of, I think it's good to ground what we got, what we learned, and to really internalize it. So since nobody jumped in, I'm jumping in. And it was interesting when we meditated with a focus on what our pop-ups were, like where does my mind go? It was really quite, I wouldn't say interesting, but I can't find the word, so I'll use interesting to really watch where my mind was going. I had never seen it so clearly. And then we're talking about meditating and watching where your mind's going to. And then to say a prayer about where your mind's going to. And it's not only in meditation, it's also in prayer.
Mayor, there's an echo on your voice.
Oh boy. What do I do?
I don't know.
Everyone hears an echo?
Not now.
Too much.
Okay. So
Maybe everybody needs to mute themselves because there's a feedback, but not everybody's muted. Maybe that might help.
Okay. So and I think the interesting thing was to say a prayer for where your mind is going to. And right, we got this whole list of labels of seeing where your mind's going to and saying a prayer for it. So I think that in terms of meditation, we're going to do a meditation like that. And then also, like when you're praying, when you're davening, also to pay attention to where's my mind going to. And the chiddush is to ask Hashem to help you. Did anyone else have that experience? No. Okay, so
I did, and it was very helpful. It was
right.
The first meditation we did. I was like bothered. We hadn't spoken about it yet, but I was bothered because the stuff was coming up. And then I felt so blessed because the whole idea of noticing it and then pray and then davening for it was just like, hey, wow, I can do something about this. And it's very practical. And it calmed me down also because there's this like a little bit of this feeling of like, oh, I'm not getting the meditation right. Why am I not just feeling light and happy? And, but then understanding that there's these layers that are kind of stopping me from reaching that place, it was really great. It was freeing. And I've started to use it and notice it. And to replace whatever the negative is, the feeling, like I was, let's say, what was surfacing was the sadness. And then I noticed it, and I really asked Hashem. I said, fill me with a place of bitachon and emunah in you, that I shouldn't have that, deep sadness, and I want simcha. Like, please give me simchat chaim. So I found it so practical and so great for Elu. Really great tool, and I gained a lot by that this, during the retreat. So
Right.
that's what I felt.
Right. It's a really, really good tool. And I had the same experience as Esther. And so Valerie, you're shaking your head also, yes? Yeah. So we're going to do it again today. Okay. Does anyone else want to share anything? Any insights? Any new chidushim in your meditation practice?
I'm a lot more aware, and I am doing it more, like even throughout the day. I'll find myself like if like I'm waiting for something, and I'll just kind of do Shem Hashem, which I've never done before. It's like a new thing. And I love that we're being accountable, and that we're all saying that we did it. I think that's
Right.
really that's helping me, and feeling really connected to everybody here, that we're like doing this together. It's very powerful.
Yeah, it is powerful. So I just really want to encourage everyone to check in on the WhatsApp and let people know that you're doing it, that you're practicing, because for those of you who weren't at the retreat, I mean, we kind of committed to at least 5 minutes a day, right, to meditate on the YKVK, at least 5 minutes a day, right? If we're a meditation group, right, then we're committing to a practice. Okay, does anyone else want to share anything about anything from the retreat, anything that changed in your meditation practice? Devorah?
Yeah, I feel like I put those cards with the Hashem in my office next to on my computer, and I noticed that when I'm working, I can access it. I can access it to focus me, and it's Shiviti Hashem Lenegdi Tamid, that I have Hashem in front of me. And the other thing that I noticed was when I shared the nigunim that I played, and I chose the pasuk from the nigunim, from that first nigun, Keli Ata Be'oteka. No, it's not Keli Ata. It's the other one. It's escaping my mind. But adding the nigun and adding a pasuk is also helping. And my kavanah is that I'm seeking out connection to that masculine aspect of Hashem, because I'm receptive, I'm feminine, that feminine aspect is craving that that presence.
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so I just want to, what Devorah is saying, we also talked about it at the retreat. I think what she's saying is like to have that visual reminder somewhere in your room, like, right? Like have it somewhere where you could actually see it, or you're going through your day as a visual reminder of Shiviti Hashem Lenegdi Tamid. I'm having Hashem's before me, Hashem's presence before me. And then what Devorah also said, that to have your favorite pasuk. So in the day when you find that you're not feeling aligned with Hashem, you can also go into your pasuk, into a nigun, right? A nigun really helps, like to give the words some sound, right? Like I have now, because it's before Rosh Hashanah, it's like Hashem, Hashem, Kel Rachman V'Chanum, like I'm just saying it all the time. I'm going back and forth between the Yud-K, Vav-K and my pasuk for now. So it's really important to find your pasuk. Okay. Does anyone else want to share? I mean, it's very helpful because whatever you've gotten from the retreat, whatever you say now, it's also for all of us, right? It's not only for you, but as you share it, it also strengthens our practice.
I'll say something.
Yeah.
I I always used to think that in order to get into the meditation, I had to be like do breathing first and calming and in terms of using the words Hashem Hashem. But what I understood from Saryudi is you can just jump into it, and that because to go in to get yourself prepared for it takes my mind to 950 different thousand different places, and then the time is way up, and I feel like I wasted my time because I never got to it. But what she said is just jump right into it. So that was a real chidush for me, a real chidush for me to just jump into those letters, and you don't have to be, whatever. Hopefully it'll take you somewhere. And also
Right.
I've been trying it was really interesting what she said about having it just in the background, even in the middle of a conversation. Remember she said that? So I've been trying that out to see what that's like, to just have it there somewhere. So, it's not worked out yet because the whole thing isn't smooth yet, but those were really interesting things for me. And
Well,
in fact, I found there was one time I was going into a bad thought, a negative thought. And I said, Abby, no, you're not going there. And I started out loud, like what? I was walking or something, and I went into the and I'm like, hey, the hey and the vav. So it's interesting. I'm trying to put it in different ways and try out the new concept of it. So that was very helpful, actually. Yeah.
wow. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, Evie.
Mhm.
So I think what Evie's saying is really important. Like you can just jump into it. It's like you're jumping into Hashem's arms, right? You're just jumping into it. And Evie said it's not worked out. Well, it's never completely worked out, Evie. It's a
Well,
work.
no, this smooth, like Sorry You Did has this smooth, I don't expect to be where Sorry You Did is after 30 years or 40 years of her practicing it. It's not worked out exactly how, but I'm working on it. It's okay.
It's a
It's not
work
gonna-
on process. It's a work in progress. We're all works in progress. And our
Yes,
meditation practice is a work in progress.
yes,
So yeah,
so
thank you.
here we are.
Yeah,
Thank
Evie,
you.
thank you for sharing that. Okay, anyone else? Anything? Yafa?
Um, so the pop-ups and then the possibility, like that is really pivotal for me. Like I'm paying attention to the pop-ups. Like Sari Yehudi taught us that it's an spiritually unproductive thought, and there's a lie at the center of it. And to use that, I mean, I've been doing hitbodedut on my pop-ups and understanding the inyan, and I feel like it's really information and understanding of what my issues are in my psyche, like on a level that I didn't really get it so clearly before. And then doing hitbodedut about that is like, it's like dancing before the Kala, that whole Torah that we started with of like the sifting and the going back and forth. So it opened up a voda for me, that teaching. And I think, I mean, not yet, but it's going to help me clear myself. So my meditations, look, I mean, it keeps on coming up until we're there. But I feel like it's really opened things up a lot, where before they were more unconscious and just in the way. And now there's like a possibility for a clearer space.
Mhm.
But more than that, I'll just share, this isn't directly meditation, but what Sarah Yehudi, there was a teaching about tshuva, about vidui charata and kabbalat ha'atid. And just it was a small teaching, and how that's what releases shame.
Say that again, that what?
That's releasing shame, like true charata, vidui charata, and kabbalat hatid. That just opened something up in my tshuva. So many things came into my mind that I me to do vidui, charata, and kabbalat ha'atid in me. And I actually been thinking for a couple of days, I have to go into the boredom, but I want to get my machzor out and just like review that. So that was really powerful. I really encourage everybody to go back into their notes. But the way, and then she started to talk about the Klipa Noga, and it just so much opened me up. Like I feel like it's Elo and Zehazman. You know, I go there with like an eagerness and a like a desire to do that. That's what happened to me from that small little teaching. I
Beautiful.
just found the whole thing very rich spiritually, especially in the month of Elul, especially in our meditation practice. Also, like Evie was talking about, like just accessing the Yud K Vav K, you know, not just in meditation, but during the day is a huge opening. So it's a
Right.
real chizuk.
Thank you, Yafa. So also, Yafa, you're reminding me it's really a good time now, as Yafa's saying, to take out your machzor. You know, we go on Yom Kippur through the Vidui, Ashavnu, Bagadnu, and like, it's good to write your own personal one, you know, like Aleph, what, that, what, like just write out your own so that when you're doing the Vidui, it really, it means something to you. You're not just saying these words, right? So it's a really good time now to really be preparing for that tshuva. Okay. Anyone else want to share anything before we
I can just say, I mean, it's hard to even know where to start, but I really appreciated those pop-ups and the sheet that she gave out, which I definitely want to go over and over and over. And I feel the pop-ups are not just for davening and for meditation, but like throughout the day, pop-ups come up all the time.
Right.
So it's just good to, you know, to catch them, even if you're in a conversation with somebody or you're just, I was just driving someplace, like they come up all the time. So I really
right.
appreciate that, you know, the paper she gave out. And also the open discussion we had about the meditation on Shem Hashem, just a discussion about it and the different ideas that Sayuri brought up, you brought up, everybody brought up. I think it makes it much more accessible and real. And I was in a Beit Knesset the Shabbos. We were up north and I've never been there before. And I found myself sitting right across from a little sign and it said, Shaviti Hashem L'negdi Tamid. And wow, this is so much more meaningful for me than it would have been a year ago. Like really, I don't want to say I get it because I'm sure I'm so far from getting it, but it's definitely more meaningful than, you know, and I sort of have like a kli to even begin to get there.
Right.
And just at the end, when she just mentioned for like a moment, like Yafa, what you said about the klipa noga, I was really happy that she reminded us about that because, like I think she said, sorry, Judith, that's what it's all about. Like I think she said something to me which is really interesting. Like our whole religious practice is in order to bring us to relating in the right way, or however she put it, with the klipa noga. Like that's the whole idea. And so it's good to have that reminder that that's where we go. You know, so it's not just the mitzvahs and the halachas, it's like everything else that's there in between.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So it's interesting. Nama got me this book. I forget the name of it. I just want to go read you something from it. It talks over and over and over again about how, you know, we have the mind of a madman, right? Our minds are like constantly all over the place. Like if you're really watching yourself. And I think that the beauty of a meditation practice is it's like really an opportunity to observe where my mind is going. But when we quiet the mind, we can quiet the mind by just watching it as we step back and we are the witnesses, we quiet our mind. But however, if we focus on something divine then it lifts us up over our minds into a place of being in the present, of being present, of being connected to the divine. I want to read you this one. I'll be right back. You guys can.
Leah, somebody gave over the Elul and the Mizmor Todah on Shabbat. And I was like, oh, I just learned that.
Wow.
I know, it was really cool. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, anyway, I had to tell you that. I got so excited.
Wow.
Okay, basically, like our minds are like, we're always like in this place of stream of thought. Like if you notice during the day how much your mind occupies, what you're doing. But he says here that, Esther was talking about like seeing the sadness. I was seeing the worry. I mean, all of these things keep us from being connected to our simcha. Like we want to be Ivduat Hashem b'simcha, right? And all these, the mind affects our emotions. So he says here that glimpses of love and joy, or deep or brief moments of deep peace, are possible whenever a gap occurs in the stream of thought. And meditation is really a tool for stopping that stream of thought, so that we can like get into our higher self, which is a place of love and joy and peace. For most people, such gaps happen rarely, in moments when the mind is rendered speechless, sometimes triggered by great beauty, like when, watching that moon last night, right? It brings you, the Rambam says, contemplate nature and it'll bring you to a place of love. But he says also, extreme physical exertion, suddenly there's an inner silence. And within the silence, there's a subtle but intense joy. There's love and there's peace. So meditation is a way to bring our minds to this inner silence. And I think by having a focus on Shem Hashem or Anapasuk, this creates a place for both peace and joy and love. So I would really encourage everybody to keep practicing. Okay, and with that in mind, I think we're gonna stick. No. Okay, we're gonna stick with this for the next few weeks, I think, to go deeper into that YKVK meditation. And also to remind everyone, this brings us to a place of, right, we talked about Iya. Like sometimes when I can't get into the Yi and Va, I just say in my mind, I just go Iya, Iya, and then I go into Yi and Va, and then I go Iya, and then I go into Yi and Va, just to get into the vibration. And we have to remember, this brings us to Yirah, which is a place of, it's not like, it's a place of awe, like we're in Hashem's presence, like how awesome it is, but also to remember it's also the same nikudot of simcha, which is what I was just talking about, that when we go into this interconnection with Hashem, there is a place of peace and of simcha, like it brings us to the simcha of our soul. Right? And in this week's parsha, it said, right, it says that all these curses that have come upon you is because you didn't serve Hashem with joy. Right? So that is like one of our goals, is really Ivduat Hashem b'simcha. And this meditation is really a way of bringing us to simcha, which is bringing us to our inner soul, which is like stopping all that noise in our heads. Okay.
So I'd like to say something. I'm sorry, I may be repeating what somebody said, so forgive me because I had to take a phone call. I actually say a little mini prayer before I meditate, so that with the I just say, Hashem, I really want to feel simcha. I really want to serve you in joy. Like I started off with, I started off with an intention, a prayer and an intention, and the other one with the the and the hey, that one I say, Hashem, I really want my mind to be connected to my heart and for me to know you and feel you like that. Like that's my deepest, truest intention since I became from, like I want to know and I want to feel Hashem's love, actually. So I say that as a prayer. So I haven't yet felt any, all these years, I've never had any kind of mystical experience or any kind of sense coming down with the meditation, but I feel like I'm doing a Hineni. Here I am, here I am, here I am, Hashem. I'm focused on you. I want to be here, to be your servant. Help me. And so that intention gets me through, because there is some part of me disappointed that I'm not feeling Hashem's love more, or I'm not feeling more connected. I mean, I don't, but I do believe that the intention counts for something, and the practice opens up something. So I don't know. Do you want to say something about what I just said?
I think it's very meaningful what you just said, and I think maybe write it on our meditation group, because I think when we sit down to meditate, to really have that intention that Hashem, like I'm doing this to get closer to you, to connect to you, to feel you, to know you. Kavana is a very important thing in Jewish practice. So to have a kavana before you meditate, I thank you for reminding us. People can actually write out their kavanas, right? Write out your kavana for the shofar. Write out your kavana, for your meditation. Write out your kavana for your prayer practice. I think it's very meaningful what you just said. And then there's the other way of, like, you're in the middle of the day and it's all of a sudden like, I'm not feeling aligned, like I'm not feeling Shiviti. And as Evie said, just jump into it. Just, go, yeah, and just start, yin van, just go there. Take out your card and look at it, like, just to realign yourself. I find sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night and I have a hard time going back to sleep, I just breathe it. Like I just inhale yi deeply and I exhale va, long, and Asara Yehudit was saying there's many ways of doing it. You could do it like that. You could go, he and van, yo and hey, like that, just quickly, it goes through your consciousness, just flashes through. Or you can do it like slowly, like ye and va, or you could inhale ye and va, and exhale ye and va, or do all 6 syllables. So there's different ways of doing it, and just be playful in how you're practicing. The main thing is practice. Just keep doing it. Keep experimenting with it. Okay, so we've done this before in Rav Dav Ber Pintz in his book about visualization and imagery. I think some of you have this book. I would really recommend buying it. It's an amazing book. I think it's my favorite of all his sparring. And we've done it before,
Can you show it? Show it to us. Oh, okay.
So we've done it before in the past of seeing the yud and the hey and the vav and the hey horizontally and connecting them, yud and hey and vav and hey, and connecting the letters. But then he has one, which is my favorite, which I want to do with you today, is seeing the letters vertically and bringing them into your body. So that's what I would like to do with you today. And then we'll go into a meditation. And I also want to say, I think next time we'll do breathing with YKVK. There's many different ways of doing it. You know, Rob Morgenstern says that if we have time, maybe we'll do it at the end. You inhale it into your mochin and then bring it down into your heart and into your like lower burner, and you hold the breath for as long as possible. So there's many different, so, okay, let's just start. We're going to start. So I really invite you just to close your eyes. And I'm doing with you today, if anyone has the Sefer, it's, oh, 1 minute, where is it? Wow, it's funny, I just lost it. A minute. Yeah, it's on page 368 of embodying the letters within your body. Okay, so I invite you to close your eyes and just feel how you're supported by the chair that you're sitting on. So, inspired by Sarah Yehudi, our kavana, our intention is to connect to Hashem, to feel his presence, and to feel the simcha and the joy in connecting to Hashem. So, as in every meditation, it's so good to first start just to feel your body. What is your body feeling like? Just notice any tension anywhere in your body. And we're just going to begin with 3 slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, bring new light and new energy into every cell of your body. And then as you exhale, just let go any tension in your face. Let's start with our face. We're going to inhale or chadash into every cell of your face. And then as you exhale, let go of any tension in your forehead, around your eyes, in your cheeks, around your mouth. Let's do it again. Just inhale, bringing Or Hadash, new light and energy into your face. And just exhale, letting go of any tension in your cheeks, around your mouth. And just let your tongue rest on the bottom of your mouth. Now we're just gonna like inhale into our shoulders. And as you exhale, let your shoulders drop away from your ears, letting go of any tension in your shoulders. Just inhale, Or Hadash, new light into your heart, opening your heart. And as you exhale, letting go any sadness, any worries, any doubts, any fears, just exhaling. Let it go, let it go. And inhale into your belly. Just imagine Or Hadash on all the inner organs. And as you exhale, let go of any tension, any restrictions in your whole belly area. And now as you inhale, just imagine this peaceful Or Hadash, new light, the light of Hashem's presence, or Pashut Ein Sofit, pure, endless light that's surrounding you on all sides, all around you. You're surrounded by light, by Hashem's presence. Just take a moment, and even with your eyes closed, just notice this light around you. And if you just open your eyes Just slightly notice the light, and then just close your eyes gently. Just notice the light. And then what does it feel like, this light that's all around you? Just notice the lightness in the lights, the quietness, the peacefulness in this light that's all around you, that's within you. And again, just inhale deeply, bringing light and calmness into every cell of your body. And just exhaling ever so slowly. And just feel and notice, as the Baal Shem Tov says, you're ganuz. You're hidden within this or pashut, pure endless light that's all around you, surrounding you, and that's within you. Just feel, just being in the present moment. You know, in Milvado, there's nothing else but this present moment, surrounded by Or Pashut Ein Sofi, pure endless light that's within you and around you. And now we're going to begin our meditation on Hashem's holy name, on the Yud and the Hey and the Vav and the Hey. So first imagine that in front of you is the letter Yud. So that your entire internal screen becomes filled with this letter Yud. And the letter Yud is full of light. You can imagine that the letter Yud is fiery, full of light. And draw this Yud, focus on the Yud, and then draw the Yud towards you until it enters and infuses your entire head. And so the energy and the light of the letter Yud, which is Chokhmah, which is wisdom, it fills you, it fills your face, and it fills your head. So just take a moment and be with this Yud, which is filling your whole face with Hashem's light, with wisdom, with Chokhmah, and feel the warmth, gentle warmth of the Yud that is within your head. And now as you exhale slowly, focus on the letter Hey. Notice this letter Hey that's made of light. And bring the letter Hey towards your shoulders and towards your arms. And draw the Hey closer and allow it to literally fill your shoulders and your arms And so that the letter Hey, which is Bina, which is understanding, is filling your heart with light and with love. And just feel the warmth of the letter Hey within your heart. And then exhale slowly. Focus on the letter Vav, the letter of connection, the letter of truth. And place the Vav in front of your body. Just notice how the letter Vav is filled with light. And bring the letter Vav towards you until it fills your torso and the entire midsection of your body. Or you can feel the Vav really from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. The letter Vav is a letter of connection to Kadosh Baruch Hu. And the letter Vav contains all the 6 sefirot. So the letter Vav is bringing light all the way down your spine as you feel more connected to Hashem. And then breathe out slowly one time. And focus on the final Hey, the Hey of Hashem's presence, the Hey of Malchut. And bring the Hey near the lower half of your body. Move it towards you and allow it to merge with your hips and your legs, revealing how the shape of your lower body is similar to the letter Hey. And just feel the warmth and the light of the letter Hey in the lower part of your body. And just breathe out slowly one time. And so from head to toe, you are the embodiment of the name of Hashem. The Yud is your head, the Hey, your shoulders and arms, the Vav is your spine, and your hips and legs are the final Hey. Become aware of how your body is a reflection and an embodiment of the creative power of the universe, the name of the Creator. And we're going to sit with this awareness just for a moment or two. And now we're going to add the vowels of Hashem's name to the holy letters. And so we're going to be inhaling into our body the vibration of Yi and Va. Deep into your body. So as you inhale the Yi and the silent Hey, you're bringing it into your head and into your chest. Inhale it into the Yi. And as you exhale the Va, just feel your whole spine and your lower body. So we're going to inhale through our nostrils the Yi, as Rav Morgenstern says, into your mochin, into the yud and the hey. And just hold the breath for a moment and feel the va in the lower part of your body. And then exhale. So we're going to meditate on the yi and the va. And you can practice with your breath, inhaling yi and exhaling va. So we're going to do that just for 5 minutes, working with Hashem, Shem Hashem, with the yi and the va, with your breath, bringing the breath deeply into your body. And you can experiment. You can inhale yi. Let's just do that. We're going to inhale the yi and exhale va. And just feel the vibration within your body. So all that there is right now is this present moment and Hashem's holy name. Inhaling deeply, yi, and exhaling va. Okay, 5 minutes. And just breathe out slowly one time. And then we're going to meditate for 5 more minutes, just focusing on the vibration of Yi and Va for 5 minutes, meditating on Yi and Va at your own pace, slowly just feeling the vibration within your body for 5 minutes. And just breathe out slowly one time. Just feel how your body is supported by the chair that you're sitting on. Just feel all the energy in your body, the light within, and the light surrounding you. And let's just take 1 minute just to send this light and this love to send it to the hostages, with a prayer for their release.
What?
And just take one more moment. And now just send this light and this love to someone that you know that really needs it, someone that you're praying for their refuah shlema. Just send them light and love. And then take 2 slow deep breaths. And then when you're ready, to Ilana Langer, yeah, thank you, right, to Havarachel, Bat Ita Rizel, to Ilana, who's having surgery today. Let's just all send Ilana so much light and so much love. And then when you're ready, just slowly, slowly open your eyes. And I just want to encourage everybody just to keep practicing. We've all committed to 5 minutes a day at least of. So today was just an experiment, a different way of meditating on YKVK, of like really seeing the letters and bringing them into our bodies. But just keep experimenting, keep being playful with the letters. Ask Hashem how to use this meditation to get closer. Does anyone want to share anything?
I can.
Leanne, you want to share something?
Yeah, want to say I thought it was beautiful, really. The the visualization really went into me. And then as I was doing it, I thought how the thumb and this finger are like the yud and the vav. And then I just focused on that. And I thought throughout the day that would be really easy for me to make that connection. So
That's so interesting. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. That's what I mean about being playful. Like, let the letters show you, take you, speak to you as a way of quieting your mind and connecting into Hashem's presence and into your own higher self.
Isn't
Anyone
there a
else?
thing with that? Like people in my life, I don't even remember who, meditate with the thumb and the forefinger together. Like this.
Ah,
Feels very connected. Very connected.
uh-huh. Wait, like this, holding your
The
hand.
thumb and the forefinger are together. Can't figure out what's going on here.
Right.
And then like this.
I
And
used to
then
meditate like that in India.
I think it's an Eastern thing.
It's an
I
Eastern
mean, there's lines that go into the thumb to each one of the fingers, but
right,
it feels really connected.
right.
I think I still do it sometime unconsciously.
Uh-huh. So that's another thing in the day when you're not feeling connected or aligned, just go like this. Um,
Secret sign if you see somebody, just
does anyone else want to share anything? We're good to go. So I think it's really great that people are checking in on the WhatsApp and saying that they're meditating. And, it just, anything that comes to you, any insights, just share it because it's like good for everybody, right? Anything that you share affects us all.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies, have a really, really good week
Thank
and
you.
lots of love.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.